I've rewritten this thing 4 times at this point, debating, going back and forth with what exactly I want to talk about with this, and making a decent video. But, you know what? Screw it. Welcome to my messy rant talking about Baan. Now, most people watching this video know what Baan is, but for those of you who don't,
hi, how are you?
Please take a seat and enjoy my PowerPoint. Baan graced the world with his arrival last year from the mind of one of YouTube's oldest and revered YouTubers in the space, Gigguk, a man who is known for his anime reviews, abridged series, and anime guides. Yeah, I've been a fan for that long. Garnt has taken a step out from the crowd of being a reviewer to now standing center stage as a director. So, let's take a look at what nearly 15 years of reviewing helped him produce. The anime opens with us in a mystical world, seeing a dragon-like creature swimming through the night sky, and a mysterious girl saying,
"You wanna come along?"
Just as we start to wonder where we are, the anime cuts to a world not too dissimilar to our own, with one building in particular piercing the night sky, and a man heading towards it. With us seeing that the two seemingly unconnected worlds are shared, as our main characters Rin and Daichi each drop into a new world and begin their journey away from home. Daichi lives a life of simplicity, living off the land like times of old, while Rin, oppositely, lives within our modern society. Unlike the US job market, Rin is able to find a job after only 13 rejections. But for anyone who knows how crap a customer service job can be, her first day doesn't go too well, with her being a bit overwhelmed, blowing up all the headsets in the office, and sobbing in a park alone. But she takes a step back on the chin and moves forward. But in the shadows, we see someone who seems to be from the same place as her. Rin starts to slowly grow in her new environment, handling calls, making friends, but in exchange, it feels like she's ashamed of her heritage, using her magic less and less, and having such an aggressive determination to not go back home. It feels similar to when Daichi left home, with him simply packing up, leaving, and ignoring his mother to take hold of his purposeless life. This stubbornness is not just a character trait from 2 random people, because midway through the anime, while at a festival, a familiar sound transports Rin to a part of her past it seems she would have preferred stayed there. It is revealed that these two are connected, as Daichi is Rin's adoptive father because her parents died during a ritual. And this is where the short starts to shift slightly from following Rin in her new world to then coming to understand why she is here. To Daichi, Rin gave this drifter a sense of purpose in life, but for her, she sees their relationship as her becoming a burden to Daichi and stunting his life journey, with that uneasiness fueling her to push through whatever life throws at her in order to stay away from home. That is until one day, the mysterious lady we had seen throughout is revealed to be her aunt, where she bestows Rin with a phone from her father, playing a video of him hoping she's doing well. But the most important moment of all was in him saying these words,
"You can come home whenever you feel like it, alright?"
Daichi's words alleviate her feeling of being a burden, and made me start crying like a small child, making Rin feel like she's a part of him and will always be welcomed. With that message causing Rin to then go home, spread her wings, and soar through the sky to visit her dad and enjoy a home-cooked meal. Okay, now that I'm done crying, let's start the review portion of this video. I want to just start with how I love that Rin and Daichi literally fall into their new worlds, because that is one of the best feelings to describe the feeling of adulthood. It feels like one day you're a kid, and the next, suddenly life is like, blah bish, enjoy back pain and taxes. Also, the line,
I know you're worried, but I'll be fine. Have a little faith.
And flipping from Daichi heading out to then his older self seeing Rin do the same, it definitely hits different on rewatch, and just kind of reminds us of the endless cycle of life. My favorite thing on rewatch is understanding why Rin opens with,
"You wanna come along?"
I know within the context of the anime it's directed to the Fire-Naga serpent, but I just feel like Garnt is asking if we want to join him in his journey, his story he wants to tell. Baan feels like a warm, hot chocolate on a winter night. It's comforting and nostalgic. And what I mean by this is the anime doesn't feel like it was created in a lab, with a giant team microanalyzing every little detail about it to make it a marketable giant to everyone. Or even what feels like a soulish cash grab where they took established franchises and simply slapped an anime filter on it. I'm looking at you, Lord of the Rings. Baan instead gives the feeling of one man at his computer writing and rewriting, pouring passion to every keystroke, just wanting to tell a story. It reminds us of why we fell in love with anime in the first place. We enjoyed seeing a story put to screen and experiencing a part of the author's passion in wanting to tell it. With the people behind Garnt helping to make his dream a reality, it feels like the real-life version of By the Power of Friendship. Being surrounded by a group of support that can see his love for what he is doing and wanting to help him achieve it, leaving bits of themselves within it as well. Now, is this anime something that can stand amongst the upper echelons of the media? No, it isn't. But I think it holds a special place. It gives the same vibes as a college project you do with your buddies, full of naivety, passion, and memories, growing throughout the process, understanding what works and what doesn't. And even though it may not be an Academy Award-winning production, it still holds a place in your history. Now, Gigguks is no stranger to writing. Hell, he's made his living off of writing video essays and a bridge series. But that writing mixes in his intellect and humor, whereas an anime has to be something different. Baan is written in an area I feel Garnt doesn't get to tread that often. The realm of emotions like, I will be silently sobbing by the end of this. But Baan, especially rewatching it after seeing Garnt's documentary about the series, moved me to my core. And no, I'm not just saying that to sound like a Gigguks simp, which I can admit, I can slightly glaze sometimes. It moved me because Baan's story from the conception until its final release felt relatable. It seemed like looking down the road that I myself am walking, traveling and seeing someone who has made it past the swamps and deserts that I see before me. That's what I feel makes Baan beautiful. Okay, that might be a bit too much. Meaningful. That's better. Baan is meaningful because it's a story of the journey, the trial and tribulation that one faces in order to grow up or pursue a new path in life. I believe everyone can watch this anime and take something away from it, either personally or just a bit of passion that this anime is full of. I feel like Garnt has come full circle, from reviewing Shelter to now having his own in Baan. Now for the lightning round of other things I liked but couldn't weave into the main part of the script. I loved this line delivery from Rin's cousin,
No, I want to stay and play with Mochi.
the music, the memeability of this frame, and how they use the aunt's pregnancy to convey how much time has passed. So, from a Team Sasuke player to now an anime creator, Garnt, enjoy it, and thank you.